Hey guys, this is Tom from Numbers Game Lifestyle, and today we're going to talk about why you should not try to kiss girls on the first date, or any date for that matter. And there's a reason for this. First of all, kissing a girl at the end of the date is like something you would do in the 1950s, where you go out for milkshakes, and you take her back home, and you kiss her before you leave. And now you're going steady. She's your girl. This is not the 1950s. And this is not the most efficient way of going about dating. Like, you're still trapped in the 1950s. You're going to disappoint a lot of girls and lose a lot of girls dating like this. So why? Why would kissing girls, on dates, ruin your chances of, getting intimate with them, dating them, get further dates with them? And there's a number of reasons for this. First of all, when you kiss a girl, you have already communicated that, yes, if I invite you back to my place, I am probably going to try to get intimate with you, shall we say. And women do not like that. They don't want you to ruin the movie ruin the end of the movie before the end of the movie actually happens. You know how disappointing that is? To have a guy spout out exactly what's going to happen on the ending before you've seen it? It's a huge disappointment. And not only that, it completely removes any kind of plausible deniability for a woman when you kiss her and you try to invite her back to your place. She knows damn well, fuck, if I go back to his place, he's definitely going to try to, have sex. And I'm not really feeling it right now. I'm not really horny. I'm not really aroused. So I don't feel like going back to his place. And if I do, I know I'm expected to put out because I've already kissed him beforehand. So yeah, it ruins a lot of the plausible deniability. And she's not even aroused. When you kiss a girl out in public, and not in an intimate space where, you can escalate things, it doesn't get a woman's box wet. It doesn't arouse her to be like, oh man, I have got to have sex with this guy because you kissed her. No, all of it does is communicate that, yes, if you come back to my place, I am probably going to try to have sex with you. It doesn't get her wet. It doesn't cause her to lose all inhibition and be like, I have got to get laid. Kissing just ruins all the sexual tension that is built up between you. Me personally, doesn't matter if it's on the first date, second date, I only kiss girls when she's back at my place, my hand is already between her legs, and it's already wet. At that point, I kiss her, and it ramps up arousal and intimacy even further. So it increases the need for her to want to say, yes, get a condom out, we're doing this, everything's a go. Go for launch. That's what you want. When you kiss a girl and invite her back to your place, do you know how hard it is to, the woman is not even aroused and you're trying to convince her to come back to your place? Her pussy's dry as the Sahara Desert, yet you're going yeah, come on back to my place, we'll watch a movie. Her pussy is completely dry. And here you are communicating yes, come back to my place and let's have sex. Of course she's going to say no. She's going to be like, nah, maybe some other time. However, the way I do things is when I'm on my date, my first date, I touch her, maybe touch her leg, squeeze her arm, and I invite her back to my place to, watch a movie, make dinner, hang out. And it's a lot more likely for them to say yes, to come back to my place, because I haven't already communicated that I am going to try to have sex with you. No, she doesn't have to worry about that. She just figures hey, it's fun talking to this guy. It's fun hanging out with him. I'd rather hang out back at his place. And then once she's back at my place, I can gauge how comfortable she is just by looking at her body language. And I can slowly escalate things, make things more comfortable for her so she feels more comfortable. As I touch her more, she gets more aroused. And as I like move closer to her, you know, between her legs, things get more aroused. It gradually ramps up to the point where a woman barely knows me and she's like, yes, everything's a go. Let's do this. I am super horny. I am super wet. Let's get this on. As opposed to like trying to like do that while you're kissing a girl out on a date and then trying to invite her back to your place when she's dry as a Sahara Desert. Doesn't work very well. It's a lot more efficient to go about my way, where you invite her back to your place and gradually make her arouse her, and then until she wants to have sex. It's a lot smoother, and yeah, women don't have to worry about, you know, preserving their plausible deniability, because you haven't overtly communicated, you know, that you're gonna try to have sex with them once they're back at your place. And if she's like super uncomfortable, like I do whatever I can to like loosen her up, ask questions like, am I moving too fast for you? Like, is this making you uncomfortable? And you can get to the bottom of what's causing her hangups, what's preventing her from letting go and becoming aroused. So yes, this is why kissing is a bad idea. It's like the 1950s, you trying to, you know, I'm kissing a girl, now we're going steady. No, you should be trying to only be kissing girls when she's back at your place and intimacy is about to go down. You can just gonna ramp that up by kissing her. But again, kissing by itself is a very inefficient way of getting a girl wet. There's a million times more effective ways, and usually it involves getting your hand between her legs. It's a lot more efficient that way of getting a girl aroused, horny, and DTF. So when you kiss a girl before, you know, inviting her home, you are essentially ruining the end of the movie. Saying like, oh yeah, this is where, you know, the bad guy, you know, turns on the good guy. Kissing ruins sexual tension, except when you do it the way I do it, where she's already aroused and she's already like ramping up, and then you kiss her and that just further ramps it up even further. It increases her arousal as opposed to like decreasing the sexual tension, which is the way most guys do when they kiss girls on dates. Wait for her to be back at your place and for things to be heating up, then kiss her. All right, that's the video, guys. Thanks for watching.